read the chapter on silence.
It's actually about Chris trying to develop a habit of prayer.
And he essentially realizes that he's been trying to talk at God.
Prayer wasn't just about having a list of things to take to God or just telling God everything that's on your heart, but there's an important aspect of listening that takes place in prayer.
Focusing in on the Lord and not just thinking about all the different things you have to do that day.
Or spending time with somebody, which is always more interesting than just reading off a list to somebody.
Knowing that that's how he views our relationship, I crave that time, that communication with him more, because he's going to, say things to me in the conversation that are at the level of friend and not just at the level of master to servant.
It's kind of awkward, isn't it? The silence. I mean, in today's world, we pretty much can make it through an entire day without ever actually being in silence. When we get up, we turn on the TV and flip on the radio on the way into work, plug in during work or in between classes at school. During mealtime, we surround ourselves with people. At night, we go home and we throw on the TV again, and sometimes we even need white noise to help us fall asleep at night. But audible noise isn't the only kind of noise. Internet can be its own kind too. So can the songs that get stuck in your head after a day on the iPod. I've even found that reading and thinking can be their own kinds of noise. When I say noise, what I'm really talking about is anything that keeps us from being completely silent both inside and out. And there's good reason why we crank up the volume in our own lives. Silence isn't comfortable. I mean, when we're silent, we typically hear one of three voices: our own, or Satan's, or God's. And all three can be terrifying in their own way. Our own because we might actually begin to believe the stuff we tell ourselves. Or Satan's because we might actually begin to believe the lies he tells to us. Or even God's because he might begin to reveal things about our heart that we just rather keep hidden. So this chapter is my battle against the noise, trying to find a place to be in silence before God so I can improve my conversation with him. After all, it's not much of a conversation when I'm the one doing all the talking. So be encouraged by what you read. Or if you haven't caught up with God in a while, it might actually even be good to unplug for a bit and go find a place to be silent before him. I imagine that he has some pretty interesting things to share with you in the silence.